Okay, so I was in town going to the Family Salvation Army store to see if they still have those 10-cent VHS tapes. I'm not going to get anything unless it's really good. It's down in the basement, so hopefully there's some really nice tapes down here. We'll see. Alright, just take a look here. See? This you don't see all that often. I'll have to check to see if that's any good. Coyote Ugly. I gotta get this for Cyrus. Ooh, you don't see this often. Dead Man Walking. Ooh. Okay, so here's Indiana Jones. Get these for my dad. I have them already. So pick those up. All right, so my dad's probably really gonna like this as well. I gotta check them all, make sure there's no mold. This is a really nice original copy of Lawrence of Arabia. Look at that. Really nice. RCA. Milo and Otis. I kind of want to get this for 10 cents. Never actually seen The Bodyguard. I might want to watch that. I don't know. Never seen it. I know it's very popular. Look at this. They have the Iron Giant. Now that's beat to heck. This is the tape good. The tape looks okay. And I can maybe salvage this and put it in a nicer case. But man, is that dusty. Cats and Dogs. I don't know about that. Quest for Camelot. That's one you don't see all the time. Anastasia. Definitely, if that's and then also the Grinch. I wouldn't normally get this, but people have to realize that and I still might not, but you could get these and this would make a custom tape really cool. And a lot of the kids' tapes actually have color tapes. I thought it'd be purple, but it's white. So I'll actually get that for a custom tape. Disney's Rascal. I've never heard of that. Matilda. You don't see this one all the time. I'll check these out. Here's also Freaky Friday, which you don't see often. Again, this clamshell's beat, but as long as the tape's good, I could. And I think they're making a sequel. Looks like there may be like some mold going on in there. Really, I'm not gonna chance putting that in my VCR. I'm debating on whether they get these. I have them already, but I don't know. Maybe I'll wait. They're beat. Brother Bear. It's not too bad. Let me check. I don't know. Nope. We check out that doesn't look too bad, that one. These two, they're stuck in there. All right, I'll check these out and I'll see if I missed anything else. Look at this. Captain America Superheroes. I've net Gold Star Video Corporation. That's kind of interesting. Nice copy of Backdraft. Looks pretty good. Look at this RCA copy of The Big Chill. I don't know if it's the type of movie I want to see. I'm not sure. Maybe. I was almost gonna leave it. And it's a blue tape. And it's got the Blockbuster Rewind sticker. This I might have, but I can reuse the shell for something for 10 cents. So I'm gonna go through these, make sure I'm getting the most money for my dollar, or my cents, my 10 cents. 10 for $1. I had to put some back because some of these are beat, but I found Santa Claus and Vanilla Sky is sealed. Okay, it's Saturday night, it's late, and I have to do the whole, don't have to, I want to do the whole portion of my $3 haul at Salvation Army, getting 30 VHS tapes to really get my whole family really excited for more VHS tapes. They cannot wait until I come home with more VHS tapes. That's my mom in the background. We actually watched a lot of these already. They're 10 cents.
Depressing.
They're not. I'm okay with depressing movies. My tastes have evolved since I've moved. Don't live with my mother. We were only. Why are you laughing in the back? We hang out at the cottage. Is the time we spend the most together, right?
Yes.
So my evolution into movies has evolved. I like a lot of things. Acting, directing, even if it's emotionally challenging, which in this haul is one of my favorite acting movies of all time. Rewatching it was just amazing. First off, Milo and Otis. When I kept putting in sad movies, my mother said, put in something happy. I put in this, and actually, this one reminds me of my mother's dog, Rosie, even though she's a mix of a pug, a beagle, and a French bulldog. But there's a baby Otis and a baby Milo at the beginning. And I actually really enjoyed watching this. And this is a nice copy. Columbia TriStar Family Collection. This one, we just finished watching Man on Fire. And I remember it. And I'm like, don't worry, Mom. I think it's going to have a good ending. And I'm not going to spoil it here. But halfway through this movie, it's like two different movies. The first movie is her type of movie. Thriller. Unfortunately, there's a kidnapping. He's a bodyguard that's got a history. He drinks a lot of alcohol. He's been around the world doing special operations, and he really why am I doing a full review? Well, just because I just watched it. But he develops a relationship with one of his client's daughters, Dakota Fanning, like almost like his own daughter. And the second half of this movie is like John Wick or something like that. Or the Equalizer, which I actually think this is better than half the Equalizer movies. But my mother was not thrilled with the ending or the end of the movie. But it's also blue tape. But I would say it's a good watch. This one, we didn't watch it at Summersby. I don't know if it's good or not. Richard Gere, Jodie Foster. Unstrung Heroes with Michael Richards, Andy McDowell, John Turturro. Sad, I'm going to say, without spoiling, sad movie, emotionally challenging, but there's a lot of growth with the characters and recognizing how people need to step up in your family. That doesn't always happen with family, but when it does, it's beautiful. So that's my short thing I would say about this movie. And I missed some of this because I was doing errands for my mother while we were watching. So I actually have to rewatch this, but I did not know about this movie. Touching, says Roger Ebert. Now for my favorite movie that we got, or that I picked up for 10 cents, which you do not see often, is Dead Man Walking. Man, does this movie hold up. That's actually especially timely right now because a lot of people's viewpoints on the death penalty. I'm not going to, it's very complicated. These are real people. It's coming up again now in current day, and I'm not judging you based on what you say about this, but this really challenges what you think about it, and it is directed by, at the time, Susan Sarandon's husband, Tim Robbins, who's a great actor. This is a really good movie directed. I have to see what other movies he's directed. Probably my favorite Susan Sarandon performance, and probably my favorite Sean Penn performance. And it is a difficult subject matter, but the acting is unparalleled. And a lot of the scenes are just Susan Sarandon as a nun going to visit a death row inmate. Sean Penn between bars. That's a lot of the scenes, and it's very intense, very well acted, and I can't say enough. I'll probably do a full review. I actually want to watch this again soon. I enjoyed it so much, and I'm very happy to have this tape for 10 cents. The next one is The River with Mel Gibson, young Mel Gibson and Sissy Spacek. Farmers that are dealing with a hardship with their crops being lost after a torrential downpour and flood. And then also a big corporation wants to scoop up and buy their land when they're suffering, and other farmers. It's an underdog story. Actually very realistic. Not a lot of dialogue, but I think it's actually pretty accurate as to situations some farmers have been in the past. And when your whole life is on the line and the weather is coming down and you could feel your livelihood, going away, it's very intense. It's not a great movie, but it's a good movie, good watch. Okay, I'll go quick with these next ones. Tarzan and Jane, this is the sequel. I don't think I have this on VHS. The case is beat, but for 10 cents, I picked it up. Home on the Range, I didn't have. I think this is actually hard to find, this one. It's a late animated movie on VHS. Rascal, which is a raccoon and a dog. It's a weird Disney movie. I thought it might be fun when my niece is here to watch that. I have no idea if it's good. Might not be, but we'll give it a shot. Spy Kids, which I actually already have one, but it has a black clamshell that I can use for custom tape. And actually, I think I am going to use this for a Beetlejuice custom tape, which I still have not seen, but the sequel is out. I love Michael Keaton, and the first one is in a black clamshell. Brother Bear. The Iron Giant, which is really beat, but I've been looking for this VHS, so I'm going to save it, get the insert out in the tape, and throw away that clamshell. Batilda. I don't know why I picked that up. Maybe I needed a 10th movie for the $1. It is a good movie, but I know we might have it already. That's why I'm like, I don't know why I picked it up. Captain America. This one, I hope it doesn't have a little bit of mold on it. I gotta check. But even for the, it just might be a speck of dirt. I can't tell. I checked for mold, but I like the cover for 10 cents. Sylvester Stallone, Sharon Stone, The Specialists. Something About Mary. I got this for a friend. I forgot. So I'm going to throw that in with their package. Bounce with Ben Affleck, Gwyneth Paltrow. Really good copy of Backdraft. If I have this already, I'll give it to my dad. This is a really nice OG copy of RCA release of Lawrence of Arabia. This is how they used to come. These are kind of rare to find like this in a good condition. But I have Lawrence of Arabia, but I don't have a cover like this. And I actually I want to watch Lawrence of Arabia. Classic Hollywood movie. Enemy of the State with Will Smith, Gene Hackman. I don't know if I have this. If I do, I'm giving it to my dad. Harry Potter, which I think I'm giving this to a friend in Canada. If you know who you are, eventually. If you ever send my package first, if you even watch this video, you've been telling me for package for like 8 months. So I'll put this in your package, if I ever send you one. All Quiet on the Western Front. This is from my dad. And this says, contains restored footage. And it's a nice copy. I have Indiana Jones, but I don't have the original covers. So this is the original Last Crusade cover and the original Temple of Doom cover, which I'm very happy to have. Tomb Raider, which I think is going to my dad. Vanilla Sky. My mom says no more in the background. Vanilla Sky, which people tell me this is a good movie. I like Tom Cruise, even though my aunts cannot stand Tom Cruise. They're like, no. I was talking to them on the phone. And people tell me this is a good movie. I remember watching it and not liking it. But for 10 cents a sealed tape, I'll give it another shot. Not with my mother, though. She's not going to want to watch that. A nice copy of Santa Claus with Tim Allen. I think I might get this for one of my friends, too, that really enjoys those type of movies. The Bodyguard, which I've actually seen. Did you see?
The end of it.
You saw the end of it? I've never actually seen, so I might watch that with my mother. I don't know if I might have a copy already. I don't know. But when you're doing, when you get less than 10, it's like 3 for $1. Or no, it's like 50 cents or something, so you might as well get 10. This one, Barney, mother. I got Barney. But I only got it because it's got a purple clamshell and a white tape. And eventually I am going to be making custom tapes. And I'm trying to decide what Disney movie is not actually on VHS that I can make a custom VHS with purple. I'm trying to think what movie would be good with purple. I don't know. And a white tape. We'll see. And I think this is the last one. Yeah. The last one is The Big Chill. Another RCA release. Like these were how VHS tapes came back in the day. They had, I know my mother knows this from White Knights. Remember White Knights had like this color on. It's really nice box art. I don't know if this is a good movie or not. I'll check it out. And that's it. Thanks for watching. I'm not going to go back there for a while. Fortunately, every time I go back, they have different tapes, and 10 for $1 is pretty good. So I have a lot of these tapes are going different places, and they're going to get more. They get watched right. A lot of them get watched. We've watched quite a few. I will say, as a hint, I eventually am going to do an update on watching VHS tapes in 2024. I would say that the VCR tape cleaner is, and actually for cassette tapes too, I cannot recommend enough. I have a Blockbuster one. Clean your VCR, clean the heads. It's really that easy, and they are a lifesaver. And I need to get another one for a VCR. I found one at a Goodwill or Salvation Army for cassette tapes for like 30 cents. And my tape player sounded weird. I put it in there like that. Now, that's not always going to happen, but it's a good start. Most of the time, half the time, it's going to fix your problem. So definitely, if you're interested in tapes, get a tape cleaner. You know, let me know in the comments. Let me know in the thoughts. I'm tired. Let me know in the comments what you think, what movies you think are great ones, and if I missed any. And I'll see you next time. Have a good one.